Hey, good to see you again here on my lunch break. So for those that haven't caught on by now, this is Tailgate Lunch Break with Pete. Woo, it's actually a bit hot. Let's go ahead and take this mask off here. So when it comes to today, we're going to do a classic chopped cheese sandwich. For those who haven't had a chopped cheese or don't know what it is, it's a sandwich that's been really popular over the past couple decades, started in New York. And today we're going to do my take on it here for our limited lunch break. So to get into that, we're going to go ahead and let my counterpart from last night walk you through what I did to prep for today.
So tonight I'll have our onion, our tomato, some lettuce, American cheese slices, and the star of the show, the ground beef. We'll go ahead and put our lettuce into the bag, get that ready for tomorrow. For our onion, we're going to go ahead and just do 2 slices like normal. Go ahead and chop that up nice and fine. Put that over to the side, and then work on our tomato, which we'll just go ahead and do a few slices off of that. Make it ready for tomorrow. For our beef patty, to make it even thinner and expand it out, here's a little trick. Just take it out of the hamburger press and just push it a little bit flatter, and it still maintains that circular shape. And it's going to be nice and ready for tomorrow. Now back to me.
Okay, now that we got all set up here, you already saw what I was doing last night. So we've got our lettuce, onions, tomatoes, our American cheese, and the star of the show, our 1/3 of a pound beef patty that I made. Let's go ahead and get the oil here on the griddle, start warming up. And we'll just go ahead and spatula. Okay, about another minute or so and we'll be ready to throw that patty on. We got to make sure that we can do this as quickly as possible, since I only have a 30-minute lunch break. So we're going to try to cook this up in 10 to 12 minutes, at the maximum 15, so I can still have some time to enjoy the meal before I need to go back to work. Yeah, that's I'm starting to feel the heat coming off of that now. Let's go ahead and get our patty on there. There we go. Nice and sizzly. Let me go ahead and get my hands clean from that, since I handled the meat. Just using a alcohol sanitizing wipe made from wet ones for this, and throw that in my trash bag behind the stove. I'm going to use some seasoning. This is a multi-seasoning shaker here. We're going to do some garlic salt. And some black pepper. And that nice and seasoned there. While that's going, we are now going to put our onions on there and get those nice and sauteed. When it comes to these onions, they're just regular yellow onions, so I'm not expecting a caramelization on here. I just want to get a nice good saute. And then when I start chopping the meat, mixing that with the meat and have it be really, really nice, and then we'll add the cheese on top of that. As far as that burger side, let's go ahead and take a look. Not quite there yet because it's not releasing as it should. So maybe another minute or so on this first side before I flip it on over. And then we'll do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead, flip this guy on over now. Okay, got a nice little sear to that. And we'll add a little bit more seasoning to it, so some garlic salt on this end. And we'll do some more black pepper too. And we can go ahead and stir those onions a bit more. And when it comes to that, a little bit of a char there, so not bad. Not going to get caramelized here since it's just a regular yellow onion. And let's see if I can get that flame to go lower on that side. As I've said before many times, these old Coleman stoves only have 2 settings, which is hot and super hot. Let's go ahead and turn the burger side down a little bit too. We're getting a really nice smoke coming off of the griddle, so that's definitely plenty hot. And when it comes to these cast iron, it retains heat very, very well. Okay, we'll go ahead and move those onions a little bit to that side. Take a look here at this. Okay, yeah, we are now getting to the spot where we can go ahead and start chopping that. So I have my little chopper here along with the spatula. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, now that that's chopped, we'll go ahead and move these onions on over there. And we will mix these with the onions here. Okay, we can go ahead and turn that mostly off. Okay, with that side, we are now going to put our sandwich bread on there. This is just a long roll that I got, so we'll go ahead and put on there. Key is not to try to burn that, which is really easy to do on these cast irons when they get really hot. Hopefully that cooled off enough. And this side, let's go ahead and get our cheese on there so we can get it nice and melty. In fact, we only really need 2 slices here. So we'll do that. 2 slices. We got some really good steam going off of that, but we might be able to get a little bit more. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bottle cap full of water. And let me get a piece of foil ready to catch the vapors that come off. And this is to make it so that cheese gets nice and melty there. So I'll go ahead and do this. Cap full. Okay, do that. Put the foil on top, catch that vapor, get that cheese melty. And let's check our bun. So not quite there yet. Go ahead and push on that a little bit and get that heat transferring up. Oh yeah, see that? See that? That's perfect. So let's go ahead and get our plate, and we're going to plate this up now. Put that there. Go ahead and stick that paper plate there. See where we're at on that cheese. Oh yeah, that looks good right there. And we're going to go ahead and transfer this onto our bun. Now that we got that though, we're going to go ahead and top it off with some lettuce. And our tomatoes. I did 3 slices yesterday, but with the size of this bun, I think we only need 2. In fact, yep, 2 is perfect. And now, fold this over. This is going to be hard to do with all that meat in there. But, yeah. In fact, it's a little bit too much not wanting to fold. So, All right, guys, here's the moment of truth here. Now that we got this, let's take a look and see what we got. Oh yeah, for sure, that is a winner. We got the beef, we got the nice melty American cheese, and the lettuce and the tomato add a nice, cool, refreshing background to it, and so, magnifique. So if you don't, if you don't mind, guys, excuse me while I go ahead and finish this and get back to work. All right, guys, that was so good. And when it comes to this here, it's going to make it to where I can finish out the rest of the day strong and have a really good time, not feeling hungry and whatnot. So I do want to thank you for joining me here on Tailgate Lunch Break with Pete. If you guys really like this content, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Give it a like as well, and don't forget to send your comments down below about what your favorite lunchtime meal is for your work day. So with that, I am now going to go ahead and get back to work. But I do want to thank you once again for joining me. And I'll see you on the next one. You take care.